Gonna come and have a brew with us?
Need to get these done first.
It looks clean enough to me.
I can still see marks.
She'll come and join us in a bit.
Has she heard from Beth yet?
Not a word.
Maybe she should try another voicemail.
We'd had enough getting her to do the first one. I suppose Beth's still grieving for her mum.
Well, she's Lydia's mum too. They could grieve together. Maybe you should call her and tell her how much this would mean to Lydia.
That's what I said, but Lydia thinks she needs more time to come to terms with things.
No, Beth needs to think what Lydia's had to come to terms with.
I'm sure you mean well, but I don't want Beth bothered.
I'm not talking about bothering anyone. I'm just trying to start a conversation. This is what you want, isn't it?
We need to give her more time. I've got to go feed the pigs.
She's wrong. We need to strike while the iron's hot, otherwise she might never hear from her.
Oh, it's got to be Lydia's decision.
Oh, Sam.
Guess there's not what we can do then.
Yeah, there is.
Not you heard what Lydia said.
And sometimes people don't know when they need help. I'll have a word with Beth myself.
Wait, why would she listen to you when she won't reply to Lydia?
I can be very persuasive when I try.
Try to... We need to talk.
How many times do I need to tell you? I don't want to talk to you. And I don't want you near me or my kids ever again.
I thought you'd calm down a bit by now.
Calm down! My little boy could have died because of you!
I said I'm sorry.
Well, sorry doesn't cut it. Keep out of our lives, yeah? Leave her be, Kane.
What's it to you?
Well, she's not in the listening mood.
Maybe you can talk around.
She's not talking to me either. And after what you and Aaron did, then it's hardly surprising.
Can you look after Kyle for a bit? I mean, the kids were getting right under my feet this morning.
Are you stupid? I've got a new baby. Your kids are all that you've got left right now. You should be spending more time with them and helping them through this, not palming them off on everyone.
Thanks, sis. Gary, can you look after Kyle today?
You've got a nerve. If it's favours that you're after, how about you start apologising for the way you've been behaving?
You promised that you'd always be there for Kyle, but if that was a lie, then, you know, find someone else.
Fine. But I'm doing it for him, not you.
Fine. I'll drop him round later.
What do you want?
Why haven't you replied to Lydia?
It's between me and her.
Wrong. You've really upset her, so now it's my business.
I did it for the best.
And how'd you work that one out?
We've got nothing in common and never will. Better to face that now.
Well, if that's how you feel, at least have the decency to admit it. I can take you round there now if you like.
No point getting her hopes up.
Let me put this differently. Either come with me willingly, or I'll drag you there by your hair.
Hey, mister. You're supposed to be in bed.
I couldn't sleep.
Oh, do you feel well enough to go to school?
Not really.
Oh, well. You can play with Archie. He's off school today. Primary's closed.
I don't feel like playing. Can I just sit with you?
No, darling, I'm too busy. Come on, it'll be fun. You can help him play that game. He's a bit young for it.
Give it to me.
I haven't finished.
Yes, you have. Mum says you're too young to play that game, so I've got to show you how it's done.
It's nice they're both off. They can learn to play together.
I'm sure Archie will enjoy that more than being bullied by Jimmy.
Look, do you think you've overreacted about Jimmy? You know, we've all had bad days with kids.
Yeah, but we need to bring them back into life, not when we start beating them up. Yeah, those bruises don't look like an accident.
Look, we need to be very careful about this. I've seen it happen at the school gates so many times. Parents arguing when the kids have long forgotten what's happened, and we don't even know the truth. And Nicola is one of my oldest friends. We've been through so much together. I'd hate if we fell out over something when neither of us knows what happened.
Will you play nice with her, then? It's Jimmy I'm angry with.
Well, you can't have one without the other. We need to clear the air with both of them.
Still no word from Beth.
Maybe there never will be.
I
It would have been great to have had a sister. But I'm just being selfish. After all, I'm part of a big family now.
Maybe you can have it all.
What do you mean? Beth, I wasn't sure you got my message. Oh, she did. She just realised that she owed you a bit more of an explanation.
Yeah, this means so much to us.
I'm really grateful to you for coming.
I'm not making any promises. I'll just have to see how it goes.
Where's Moses?
Noah showed me a game on his laptop.
Right. Is he all right?
Yeah, loving it. Chill.
Well, how can I after what happened?
Noah was telling him that he should cash in on it while you're feeling bad. Said he'd have had a new game console out of you.
Oh, did he now? Well, I hardly think buying stuff is going to make up for what Moses has been through. I just want to make sure nothing like that ever happens again.
Easy, just tell our mad family not to get involved in any more crazy schemes.
Oh, don't worry, I've told Kane he's never seen any of you lot again. Not after putting Moses in danger. We are finished with him.
Oh, really? Well, firstly, you can't tell me who I can and can't see. Secondly, you and Grumpy have been breaking up and getting back together since you were kids, so no one's going to believe that. And thirdly, the whole family know that you've just been involved in a casino scam.
That is entirely different, actually. Moses nearly died. I am never going to forgive Kane for this.
I've got a couple of things to do before heading back to school.
What do you mean? Where are you going?
Tower London, steal the crown jewels.
Thanks, Brenda.
This is my sister, Beth.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
You must have a whole lifetime of memories of our parents. You're so lucky.
Maybe that's how it feels to you.
Well, I suppose they wouldn't have wanted to be reminded of how things were when I was little, but I would have liked the chance to get to know them.
They were always looking for you. But you'd changed your name by then. I hoped that'd be the end to it. Well, he kept looking.
What are you talking about?
It was unhealthy. It was like an obsession with them.
What have you got against me?
Mum was so excited when she saw you in the paper. She'd found her daughter. Made me feel like I'd always been second best.
You had your whole life with her. I just wanted the chance to get to know her. I wish she'd come to see me instead of just sending money.
She was too ill.
What about Dad?
He died a few weeks before Mum.
So now I'll never get the chance to meet him.
I'm sure Lydia would like to visit the graves. Where are they buried?
They weren't. They were both cremated.
At least you found your family and a sister you never knew about. I can understand you resenting me when they were searching. But they've both gone now. And I never got the chance to meet them. But I've still got so many questions that I'd like answering.
I think it's best we leave it there.
You're both grieving for your parents in your own way. You getting to know each other would help. Please, Beth.
What's all the panic?
Your dad needs help with the wedding.
Mum seems to think it's going brilliantly.
Yeah, well, so did I. In fact, when I heard about all the surprises he got planned, I couldn't help but look at his notebook.
What, so you just don't like his ideas?
Worse than that, he hasn't got any.
He told me he had everything planned.
It says wedding written on the first page and then just a giant question mark after it. Everything else he'd written, he just crossed it out.
Maybe he's got another notebook somewhere.
Well, I don't think so. I think he just doesn't know where to start.
Right, well, it's up to us to sort this out. Otherwise, this wedding is going to be a disaster.
Wasn't sure you'd come.
Oh, I couldn't wait to get out of the house. My Gran's in a right mood.
What's wrong?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Bottom line is, she can do some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I kind of noticed she's a bit weird.
Yeah, and that was her on her best behaviour. If you saw what she was really like, it would scare you off.
No chance.
You wouldn't be saying that if you heard her going home today.
Hey, it's you I come to see, not your Gran.
About time you showed your face.
Shift starts soon.
I'm not working today.
Since when?
Since Kane and Aaron nearly got Moses killed. I can't leave him on his own for too long, he might need me.
Right, well, I'll just ask Bob if he can stay on longer this afternoon then. That way you can work tonight and Moses will be asleep.
Well, I think if you check the rota, you're doing tonight.
What's this?
It's my rota. I've worked out who's doing which shifts behind that bar.
Right, well, I think you'll find we're supposed to be partners, so shouldn't you discuss this with me first?
Well, after we've sorted this, I never want to speak to you again.
That's going to make running a pub together very difficult.
Yeah, agreed. But neither one of us can afford to buy the other out. Which is why I've done a rota, OK? That way, at least, we'll never have to be behind that bar together.
Will you stop being so stupid, Charity?
I don't think that protecting my kid is stupid.
It's not always been like that, though, has it? Wasn't Moses born in a prison?
Well, the way Kane and Aaron treated him, he'd probably been safer in there, wouldn't he?
Will you stop pretending that you're Mother Teresa and think about all the scams that we've had to put up with from you over the years?
Never tried to hurt your kids, though, have I?
Right. Well, if you care so much about children, can you please explain to me how I'm supposed to work your stupid shifts with a newborn baby?
Not my problem. But you're gonna have to find a way. Because no way am I going behind that bar with you ever again.
It must have been so lonely for you since our mum and dad died.
We've had to cope with that feeling since Lisa passed away.
And I used to be a grief counsellor, so maybe I can help you with it.
I don't need counselling.
But having family could help. We always support each other through hard times.
And it'd be good for you to talk about how you feel about our parents. And it'd be good for me to hear it.
Lydia's right. You never have to be lonely again.
Come back with us. I'll get Lydia to make us a nice meal. It's always easier to talk over dinner.
I really don't feel comfortable with that.
Nonsense. There's always enough food in the dingle home for one more around the table. And you're family now.
That's not how I feel.
But we're sisters. We belong together. Don't you think that's what our mum would have wanted?
Yeah, but I don't. I wouldn't be here now if Mandy hadn't bullied me into it.
I never want you to be bullied. I've had enough of that in my own life. I just want us to get to know each other. Please, will you give me a chance?
You lost that chance when I found out you'd buried your baby. I don't want anything to do with you. What are you gonna do? Lock me up until I play nice with her?
If that's what it takes, yes.
We just want you to give her a chance.
Why should I? I've always hated her. Hang on a minute. How could you? Eh? You've only just met me. Hasn't stopped you ruining my life. I was always there for my parents. Every birthday, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day. But that wasn't good enough for them. They had to keep searching for you. I used to hope you were dead. You think you had it tough? I was the one they abandoned. I was the one who was put in a home. I was the one who was all alone when I lost my baby. So they meant nothing to you. You didn't even keep the name they gave you. This is a bad time. I can't talk right now. I'll explain when I get back.
Who are that? Who are you getting back to?
None of your business. I'm leaving now. And if any of you try and stop me, I'll call the police.
Tell us all about your wedding plans, Dad.
It's, all going well.
Well, that's good, because there doesn't seem to be anything in here.
I haven't written it down yet, but it's all in my head.
Perfect. So you tell us about it and we'll make notes for you. You haven't actually done anything, have you?
There's so much to do. I didn't really know where to start.
Right, well, today's your lucky day because we're going to help me sort it all out. As long as you stop Mum having any more ideas about what we've got to wear. We don't want to look like a fairy on top of the Christmas tree.
We've got a buyer for a couple of high-end motors to get them out of the country the same day. It'd be an easy job.
Not for me. You need to start looking out for your kids, Kane, like I'm looking out for Liv.
Lost your ball?
No, I think maybe he's learnt his lesson. You should do the same.
Shut up and get us another drink, will you?
I think you might have had enough, but you know what? There's one going for free in the back room. You can have a chat.
Just fill it up.
Listen, Kane, I know how you're feeling, right? But it doesn't mean you can start walking around.
Don't need analysing. Just need a drink.
I know I should probably bar him. At least if he's drinking in here, I can keep an eye on him.
Oh, wow. You make me sick. Now you've conned Belle into looking after Kyle. You don't even care about him enough to pick him up yourself.
Sorry to disappoint you after another quickie, were you?
I will never let you touch me again.
That's lucky, because I will never be desperate enough to go with a skanky tart like you again.
I could have afforded a few coffees, but obviously you think we're scroungers now, as well as chart beaters.
Just want to sort this out, Nick.
Laurel seems to think I was a bit hard on you before.
That makes two of us.
Yeah, I'm sure this is something that can be sorted out really quickly.
If you stop accusing me of stuff.
I know that you wouldn't wish any harm on any of the kids. So I'm guessing that it must have been some kind of accident. You know, if you just said that to start with, it would never have got to this.
There was no accident, and I never touched him.
He's already told you he knows nothing about it, but you're still determined to blame him.
Aren't you got those bruises somehow?
Right, you know where you can stick your coffees. Come on, Jimmy.
That went well.
Come this way to give it another go, then.
She threatened to set the law on me. But it was really weird. She got this phone call from someone, and I could tell that she was hiding something from me. Did you find anything online?
Not exactly, but I found out her dad's not cremated. He's buried in a local cemetery.
What about her mum?
Haven't even found any record of her death yet.
See, I knew she was hiding something from me.
You shouldn't have treated Kerry like that.
Yeah, well, act like a tart, expect to be called one.
Takes two, Kane.
Why are you here?
We need to talk.
Yeah, I told you I'm not in the mood for chatting.
You can't fool me, Kane. I've known you all my life. I know when you're hurting.
Spare me the family history.
This is hopeless.
Yeah, maybe you should leave me and Kane to thrash it out. You know, I always used to look up to my big brother. Anybody bullied me in that playground and you sort it for me.
It's a long time ago.
It's only later that I found out you were being bullied by Shadrach every night. And you protected me from it.
No point both of us getting hit. Soon stopped it though, didn't he, eh? I was big enough to hit him back.
And then he ended up drinking himself to death. You see, this is where all this macho stuff can get you, and I don't want to see you going down the same path. You were there for me when I needed you, and I will always be here for you, Kane. You just have to ask.
No, I don't need you. I don't need anyone.
I just don't get why she won't tell Lydia about her mum.
My guess is she didn't just send the money. She probably changed the entire will, and that is why she's trying to knock us off scent, so that she can inherit the money.
You're probably right, but how do we prove it?
Have a scoot round the
Well, I'll
house.
wait until she goes out first.
No time. Look, I'll go round the front, ring the bell, distract him. You see what you can find.
What exactly we're looking for?
Papers, solicitors' letters, whatever shows what she's up to.
I think you should go in.
Oh, look, there's a window open up there. And you're better at climbing up drain pipes.
And that does not look safe to me.
Improvise.
You know, it's not just Nicola and Jimmy's feelings we need to think about here. Archie has lost his mum. You know, he was so upset that it took us ages to even get him to talk.
Yeah, and he's getting over that now, isn't he?
But it's going to get worse if he thinks that we won't stand up for him when he's being bullied.
You can't really believe that Jimmy would bully a child.
Someone caused those bruises. And right now, it all points to Jimmy.
Oh, do you know what?
So
Can you
stupid.
just let me sort
You're a
it out?
pathetic little baby. You're not even old enough to understand that game properly. Just give it to me. Arthur! Tell me, and you'll be sorry.
Hey, all right, okay.
My phone.
He got cross because he couldn't play the game properly. I tried to help him, but he chucked it down and stamped on it.
Archie! You should have let Arthur help you.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Look, I'll get it fixed. He's obviously still upset about what Jimmy did. I told you. It's Archie we need to worry about.
Anybody there? What's wrong? I thought I heard something.
It's probably just kids, Mum. I'll go put the kettle on.
Well, we're down to our top 7 singers, but 2 more will face the chop tomorrow night when the X Factor Celebrity continues at 8:20. And then on Sunday night, ITV's Exactly Where You Want to Be for the start of the brand new series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here at 9 o'clock. Next tonight, though, we're off to the cobbles of Coronation Street.